getting a little bit of an early start. We saw a kickoff from Andy Sinkik into the end zone, and Baumhover for Western Dubuque had a 4-yard gain on a first down play. He drops the snap out of the shotgun and recovers it on the near side hash mark at the 20, so it's a loss of 4. So it's 3rd down and 10 upcoming for Western Dubuque. I'm Darren Swenson flying solo here in Epworth tonight. My partner Chris Wanless is up doing Winona State football way up north in Crookston, Minnesota tonight. So he is up there, and I'm flying solo. 3rd down and 10 for Western Dubuque from the 20-yard line, moving right to left. Baumhover takes the snap, gives to Birds, runs off the left side, runs to the 25, gets to near the 30, but brought down just shy of the 30-yard line by the safety Jake Hubden, who is back in the lineup. That was actually Hofler and not Birds, so it's a gain of 9, so it's 4th down and 1 for Western Dubuque. Western Dubuque right now is keeping the offense on the field. We are a minute 15 into the game, no score. 2 receivers to the right side. Nolan Baumhover will stand in the pistol formation with Reed Hofler directly behind him. Wide side out to the right. The give is to Hofler off the right side. Powers his way off right guard, and he moves ahead to the 34-yard line, and a first down brought down on the play by Chris Hartman. So Hofler gets 5 on the 4th down play. So it's 1st down and 10 for Western Dubuque at the 34-yard line. Brandon Hogan split to the left side. 2 receivers to the far side right. Football on the left hash. Hofler stands behind Baumhover in the shotgun. Actually, that's Birds, and Birds gets the handoff, runs up the left hash mark, and gets brought down by Adam Knight in the vicinity of the 37-yard line. So Birds, who has 306 yards rushing thus far, gets 3 yards. It's 2nd down and 7 for Western Dubuque from their own 37. 2 minutes in, no score. 3 receivers right, single receiver left. Football on the left hash. In motion left to right is Luke Potoff, and he moves to a wingback on the right side. Baumhover takes the snap, gives to Birds once again, breaks the tackle near the line of scrimmage, but runs into Jacob Leaps, and he gets denied the 40-yard line. Birds will get spotted just shy of the 40, and it's 3rd down and 4 upcoming for Western Dubuque. Again, starting a little early tonight, Western Dubuque won the toss, elected to receive. Decorah has a pretty stiff breeze at their backs here at the start of the ball game tonight. Western Dubuque failed on a 3rd down moments ago, but converted on a 4th down. It's 3rd and 4 for Western Dubuque from the 40-yard line. Baumhover takes the snap, gives to Birds. He runs into a crowd right side, gets stood up and knocked back from the 40-yard line. Birds brought down by the left side of the Decorah defense. It was Corey Anderson leading the charge. Jake Hubden, Eric Severson back in on that play, and a gain of 0 and a 4th down upcoming for Western Dubuque. Western Dubuque's punter is Jordan Perry. He's averaging 35.2 a punt. Jake Hubden and Andy Sinkink back deep for Decorah. Snap back in good shape. Perry moves forward, gets the kick away, and that one just knocked down by the wind. It bounces near the 47-yard line and gets covered up on the far side hash mark right at the 47. So a 13-yard punt, no return, so the Vikes will start in good field position, 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. 8:35 to play, quarter number 1, no score. They'll move left to right, and Drake Schuring, who was injured at the end of last week's game, is back in the lineup. The football will be on the left or far side hash mark. Colin Nimrod back into the lineup as well. He'll be split to the right near side. Nolan Heffern to the far left side. Sinkink and Wise will be your backfield tandem, and a wingback left side for Decorah. Dropping a throw is Schuring. Throws the right side, and a sliding grab is made by Colin Nimrod on the right hash underneath the coverage of Brandon Hogan. It's a gain of 6 yards. So a simple pass pattern on 1st down for the Vikings. And a 6-yard gain for Decorah. 2nd down and 4 from the 47-yard line. To the left side, Nolan Heffern and Colin Nimrod. Eric Severson, tight end, right eye formation in the backfield with Garrett Wise and Andy Sinkink. A 5-man front for Western Dubuque. Here is Schuring giving to Garrett Wise. Powering his way off the right side, brought down on the near side numbers at the 42-yard line. Make it the 43. The tackle credit to Reed Hofler. Wise able to get 4 on the previous play, so it's going to be close enough to 1st down yardage, and the officials may have to measure. 7:52 to play, 1st quarter, no score again. Starting a little early tonight, but with a 2-hour trip home, that's probably not the worst thing in the world. And they will stretch the chain out, and it will be A deliberate stretch. And a first down for Decorah. Took a little while to stretch that chains. Didn't know it was that complex of a process, but nonetheless, it'll be 1st and 10 from the Western Dubuque 43-yard line. Vikes left to right here in the first quarter. Got a stiff breeze at their back. In a 0-0 game, Western Dubuque got one first down on their first series, but did not get anything further. Football on the right or near side hash mark. Nolan Heffern will be split to the right near side. Colin Nimrod wingback right. Eric Severson the tight end left. Andy Sinkink and Garrett Wise in a straight I formation behind Drake Skuring under a center. Carter Zidlicki takes the snap, gives to Andy, dragged down at the 45-yard line between the numbers and the hash mark. A solo stop on the play by Keaton Dutemeyer, who has now 8 tackles for loss on the season for Western Dubuque. So a loss of 2 on the opening play of this sequence. 2nd down and 12 from the Western Dubuque 45. 7:13 to play first quarter, no score. Heffern to the right side, off to the left side is Colin Nimrod, I formation, Wise and Sinkink. Eric Severson, tight end left. Football right or near side hash mark. Option left side, Skuring a late pitch to Sinkink, who turns up the left hash mark to the 40, runs into a wall at the 40-yard line and dragged down at the 39 on the far or left side hash mark. Brought down on the play, it appeared by Luke Potoff, and I think Potoff is the man that is a little slow in getting up. So Andy able to get 6 of the yards back, and as long as we got a second here, let's catch up on some breaks. Let's take a break for Bruning Rock, for Plan One Financial, Greg and Marty Wise, and Wicks Construction. 3rd and 6 for Decorah from the Western Dubuque 39-yard line. 2 receivers, right eye formation, the backfield. Severson, tight end, left side of the line. Wing back left is Skuring. Here is Sinkink running right side, breaking a tackle to the 30, angling right to the 20, inside the 20 and tripped up to the 16-yard line. Andy Sinkink started off the left side. Cut it back to the right, found an open lane for 23 yards and a first down for Decorah. So Sinkink's 3rd carry of the night, the most positive rushing play of the night by far for Decorah, and it's first down at 10 for Western Dubuque from the Western Dubuque 16-yard line for Decorah. I formation, wing right is Nimrod. Left Heffern, right is LaRue. Dropping the throws, Drake Skuring. Skuring loses time of the pocket, now scrambles ahead and gets to the 16-yard line. So Drake couldn't find anybody open and gets brought down right at the line of scrimmage. As we're back to live action, the 3rd and 6 play from the Western Dubuque 39-yard line was an Andy Sinkink 23-yard run, and on a 1st and 10 from the Western Dubuque 16, it was a scramble for 0. 2nd and 10 from the 16-yard line. To the left is Heffern. Wing left is Nimrod. Split backs in the backfield. Here is the give off the right side to Wise, and Wise tripped up down to the 11-yard line. Wise tripped up down to the 11-yard line on a gain of 5 yards. So 3rd and 5 upcoming. So call it 3rd and 5 from the 12. 2 receivers left side, Nolan Heffern and Colin Nimrod. Split backs with Wise and Sinkink. Tight end right near side is Severson. Football on the right near hash. Dropping a throws, Drake Skuring. Skuring with time. Now will get sacked. Back outside the 20-yard line to the 19. Keaton Dutemeyer brought him down. It's a loss of 7. And a 4th down upcoming. So 4th down and 12 from the 19-yard line. And Andy Sinkink on to attempt a field goal. This one will be a 36-yarder, a straight-on attempt. He's 2 for 2. His long was 30. Marlowe will hold it, and Steffen will hold it. Here is the snap. Kick. Placement made. Kick is up, and it is no good. He pushed it to the right near side. So Sinkink loses his first, or misses his first field goal of the season. The 36-yard attempt was right, so 1st and 10 for Western Dubuque at their own 20-yard line. So moving right to left will be Western Dubuque in a scoreless game. Decorah gets inside the red zone, but unfortunately comes away empty. Nolan Baumhover will be the quarterback. Behind him in the pistol will be Ben Birds, 2 receivers right, single receiver left. In motion right to left is one of those receivers as Birds gets the handoff, starts left, cuts back to the right, got away from Jake Hubden, moves ahead across the 20 and is upended by Colin Nimrod in front of the Western Dubuque bench at the 22-yard line. So a gain of 2 on the play. Colin Nimrod with some good secondary run support there. 2nd and 8 for Western Dubuque from the 22-yard line. Football on the right hash. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Baumhover in the pistol keeps it on the option right side, looks to turn upfield and does so up the numbers on the far side and gets to the 28-yard line. Tim Winter, the man that brought him down, so Baumhover able to get 6 on the play to set up a 3rd and 2 for Western Dubuque. No score, 3:15 to play here in the quarter. Third and 2 from the 28. Here's the give to Birds off the left side. Hit and knocked back. Jacob Leaps brings down Reed Hofler at the 25-yard line. So Leaps gets the TFL and a 3-and-out from this Viking defense, ranked number 1 in the district coming in. So 13-yard punt for Cooper is last time he's on in punt formation again. This time it's a better one, but it's killed by the wind as it bounces at the 47-yard line in Western Dubuque territory back into Decorah territory. Or I should say the other way around. It bounced into Decorah territory back into Western Dubuque territory and gets covered up at the 20-yard or the 45-yard line after a 20-yard punt. 2:28 to play in the quarter. This is the 5th time this season that Decorah has started a game in opponent territory or started a drive in opponent territory. They have scored on the 4 previous times that they have done so. 1st and 10, 45-yard line, left to right. Split to the left side is Heffern. Here's the give on the counter to Colin Nimrod. Breaks the tackle in the backfield, lunges ahead in the center of the field and gets covered up at the 42-yard line. The man that brought him down was Tyler Johnson. And a 2nd down upcoming. Nimrod was hit in the backfield and did his best as Western Dubuque had the counter sniffed out pretty well. 2nd and 7 from the 45. To the left side is LaRue. Wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right is Severson. Split backs with Hovden and with Wise. Here is the give to Jake. Left side, hit in the backfield. Tries to fight his way forward and gets covered up right near the 41-yard line. Somebody missed a block on that flank, not allowing the play to develop. Luke Potoff, the man that brought him down. So Hovden gets a gain of a yard to set up a 3rd down and 6. And the Vikings 1 of 2 on 3rd down conversions to this point. Scoreless game, 1:31 to play here in the first quarter. To the left side is Heffern. Wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right is Severson. Split backs with Wise and with Hovden. 5-man front for Western Dubuque. Here is a give on a counter to Hovden left side. Hits at the 38-yard line, knocked back. They're going to give him the 36-yard line. Potoff, the man who was first in the hole. So Jake able to get, call it 3.5, and it'll be at the 36.5-yard line in the center of the field, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down and call it 2. In fact, it is a good 2 yards as Decorah needs to get to just inside the 35-yard line. 4th and 2 from the 37. LaRue left, Nimrod right, Severson tight end right, split backs Wise and Hovden. Here's the give to Wise off the right side, lunges ahead and gets to the 34-yard line. It appears to be enough for a 1st down. It was brought down as he was brought down in the center of the field by Ben Birds. So Wise able to get 3 when they needed 2.5, and the Vikes moved the sticks with 37 seconds left and a quick-moving first quarter. No score. Nolan Heffern brings the play in from the near side. To the right side, Nolan Heffern and Colin Nimrod. Tight end left is Eric Severson. Split backs with Hovden and with Wise. Hovden scored 3 touchdowns down here a year ago. Taking the snap is Skring, dropping back to throw, fires the right side through the hands of Heffern, incomplete. It wasn't a very well-thrown football, and I don't know if Heffern would have came down in bounds had he made the reception beneath the coverage of Andrew Meyer. It's a second down upcoming. So Decorah now 1 of 2 in the passing game. Their other passing attempt to this point was on their first play from scrimmage. 12 seconds left in the quarter, no score. 2nd and 10 from the 34. Heffern and Nimrod to the near side right. Severson tight end left. Hovden and Wise in a straight I formation. Skring under center with a 5-man front. He'll give to Wise, running off left guard, and gets ahead to the 30-yard line. He'll get 4. So that'll be the end of the first quarter of play. No score between Decorah and Western Dubuque. And let's take a break for Bruning Rock Products in Verdict Cuvelier and Troy Whitehill with Edward Jones Investment. It'll be a 3rd down and 6 from the Western Dubuque 30. Vikes now going into the wind right to left in front of us as it's scoreless here at the end of the first quarter. Decorah 49 total yards, Western Dubuque with 25. Decorah has converted 1 4th down on this series, and going into the wind, you'd imagine this is 4-down territory for Decorah. Vikes right to left. Heffern and Nimrod to the right side. Tight end left is Severson, I formation with Wise and Hovden. Here is Skring, keeps it on the option right side. Doesn't find much running room, but somehow gets a gap between right guard and tackle and lunges ahead to the 27-yard line. So Drake able to get 3 on the play. So it's 4th down and 3. Vikes converted a 4th down just a moment ago. Vikes 1 possession, a missed field goal from 36 for Andy Sinkink. Western Dubuque has had 1 first down, then a punt, and then a 3-and-out offensively. 4th and call it 4 from the 27. Heffern to the right side. To the near left side is Nimrod. Split backs, Hovden and Wise. Tight end left side, Eric Severson, 5-man front for Western Dubuque. Here's the give to Wise, left side, powering ahead, getting to near the 23-yard line. It'll depend on the spot of the football. They're going to mark him closer to the 24, and it appears from this angle that he will be short. Off the bottom of the pile for Western Dubuque is Ben Birds. In fact, I think they will measure just to make sure. From this angle, it looks a little short, but hopefully my pessimism will prove wrong here in a moment or two. The change will come in from the near side as this press box is actually on the visiting side here at Western Dubuque. A stretch of the chain. Our stat person, Mary Herman, says it's a first down, and it's a first down for Western Dubuque, unfortunately. So Decorah stopped on the 4th down from the 24-yard line. So Western Dubuque, with the win, will move right to left offensively in a scoreless game. And a quick-moving first quarter. We started this one about 7:15 tonight, in case you're wondering. 11:14 to play here in the quarter. It is no score between Decorah and Western Dubuque. Baumhalber will be in the pistol formation with Birds behind him. 3 receivers off to the far side left, single receiver right. Vikes with a 4-man front, football on the right hash. In motion goes one of those receivers. Here is the snap to Baumhalber. He's under pressure. He's hit by Eric Severson and dragged down. He goes down to on the right near side hash mark. Back at the 17-yard line. A loss of 7 yards. So Seavey able to get the sack. That's his first TFL of the season. 2nd down, 16 from the Western Dubuque 18, no score, 10:50 to play here in the quarter. 3 receivers left. Baumhalber in the pistol, Birds to his right. Birds gets the handoff, running right. He goes across the 20-yard line. He bounces across the 25. It is brought down to the right near hash mark. Jake Hovden, Garrett Wise in on the stop. Birds able to get about 7 on the play to make a 3rd down and 7 upcoming for Western Dubuque, who is 0 for 3 on 3rd down conversions to this point. 2 receivers to the right. Shane Bauska off to the left. Baumhalber in the shotgun. Off to his left is Birds, backfield motion to the right for Birds. Baumhofer bobbles the snap. He picks it up at the 15-yard line. He flings it ahead, and it's over the head and incomplete of a Decorah defensive lineman. I don't know who that was down there. And now they're going to rule that now a flag is going to come down, and I believe it's going to be an intentional grounding as well for Western Dubuque. It is intentional grounding on the Bobcats, so it'll be a loss of down, a 5-yard penalty from the 16, so in essence it'll be a 16-yard penalty, and with the wind at his back, Cooper will punt. That was Christopher Sherman, the man that almost caught that football. He leaped and made an attempt. It wasn't like a certain individual we all know and love that dropped a sure pick 6 down here a few years ago. 4th and 23 with Hubden and Sinkink back deep to field the punt of Cooper. Cooper punts a 16-yard average. This one a boomer with the win. Andy Sinkink makes the catch, center of the field to the 40, runs to his right, 45. He's to the 50, far side numbers, 45, 40. Andy inside the 35 and dragged down. At the 31-yard line, Cooper had a nice punt of 41 yards, but Andy Sinkink, with some nice blocking, returns it 29 yards. So Decorah will start in plus territory for the second time in this game. 1st and 10 at the Western Dubuque 31. They started their last drive at the Western Dubuque 45. We're scoreless with 9:51 to play in the quarter. And Decorah is moving right to left against a stiff breeze, and the football will be on the right or far side hash mark. To the left side, Nolan Heffern. Wing left is Colin Nimrod. Tight end on the right side. I formation in the backfield, Sinkink and Wise. Under center is Schuring with a 5-man front. He'll take the snap. He'll give to Leaps off the right side. He'll get knocked back between the numbers and the hash mark on the far side at the 29. Making the play that time was Keaton Dutemeyer. It is a gain of 2. Leaps been a little banged up this week, so Garrett Wise got the start at the running back position, or at the fullback position. Good to see Leaps with the ability to go 2 ways right now. 2nd and 9 will be from the 30. Right hash. Heffern right. Nimrod left. Leaps and Sinkink in an I formation. Tight end left side of the line. Taking the snap is Schuring. Gives to Andy Sinkink. Powers his way off the left power side and gets dragged down in the center of the field. Right now at the 25-yard line. Andy able to get 5 on the play. Luke Potoff off the bottom of the pile, as well as Ben Birds. Sinkink able to get 5. It's 3rd down upcoming for Decorah. Scoreless game, 8:49 to play till halftime. To the right side, Heffern, everybody else in tight. Severson tight end left. Wing back right is Nimrod. Split backs with Sinkink and Leaps. Football in the center of the field, 5-man front. Here's the give to Nimrod on a wing back sweep. Finds it open into the 20. Near side, 15, 10, and drags the tackler inside the 10 and brought down on the near side numbers by Shane Bauschka at the 9-yard line. Colin Nimrod gives Decorah 1st and goal. The 4th play of the drive has given Decorah 1st and goal. Left hash right on the 9-yard line. 8:23 to play, 2nd quarter, no score. Heffern and Nimrod to the right side. Tight end left, Eric Severson. Split backs with Leaps and with Sinkink. Schuring under his center, Carter Zidlicki takes the snap, drops back. Doesn't have anybody open, now scrambles off to the left side, falls ahead to near the 10. Hofler, the man that brought him down. It's a loss of a little. 2nd and goal from just inside the 10 instead of exactly at the 9. As Decorah went to the air, and unfortunately it didn't work for him. Left hash. Heffern to the right side. Nimrod to the near side left. Severson tight end left side of the line. Leaps and Sinking. Split behind Drake Skirring. Under his center, Carter Zittelke. 5-man front for the Bobcats. Skirring takes, keeps it on the option left side. To the 10, to the 5, to the end zone for the touchdown. Drake Skirring with touchdown run number 4 on the season, and with 7:23 to play in quarter number 2, Decorah has a 6-0 lead. Decorah has now scored 28 of their 38 points on drives that have started in their opponent territory. It has happened 6 times this season, and they have scored 5 times. Jacob Marlowe will be the snapper. Andy Sinkink will be the kicker. Cole Steffen will be the holder. Swing gate from the left hash mark into formation. Snap spot kick. It is up, and it is good. So Andy Sinkink adds the PAT. 31 yards, 6 plays, 2:28 off the clock. Decorah takes a lead of 7-0, and let's take a break for Rockweiler Appliance and TV. A 3-and-out from the defense, a nice punt return from the legs of Andy Sinkink gives Decorah ball to Western Dubuque. 31-yard line, 31 yards, 6 plays, 2:28 off the clock, and Decorah leads it 7-0. Andy Sinkink got his first touchback of the season. That was with a pretty stiff breeze earlier. This one is going to be kicked on the ground, taken by one of the upbacks. It is Spencer or Andrew Meyer. He runs from the 30-yard line up to the 40-yard line, so Western Dubuque will have possession right there. So Western Dubuque with the breeze, moving left to right, now trailing 7-0. Again, we got a little bit early of a start tonight. That's why the game is moving by pretty quickly, or so it would appear to this point. Nolan Baumhover will have Birds to his right. A wingback right and 3 receivers, 2 left and 1 right. Decorah with a 4-man defensive line. Here's the give to Baumhover. Runs off right guard, gets dragged down from behind at the 44-yard line. A solo stop for Eric Severson, a gain of 4 yards. 2nd and 6 upcoming. Birds with over 300 yards rushing total in the first 4 weeks of the season. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Baumhover in the pistol. Birds behind him. Birds gets the handoff. No, Baumhover keeps it left side. There is a flag down. Baumhover runs the right side. He gets to the 50-yard line, dragged down on the near side hash at the 49-yard line. And that one is going to be coming back because Eric Severson was held, or Jacob Leaps was held. And that was a good job by Jacob Leaps. When you engage with a guy and you're getting held, you don't just stop. You keep your motor going, and you move up and try to get some more momentum that way. And Leaps did a pretty good job of earning that holding penalty, which occurred at the 41. So that'll end up being a 13-yard penalty in essence, as they'll move the Bobcats back to the 31-yard line. 2 penalties, 23 yards for Western Dubuque. 6:39 to play, second quarter. Decorah leading 7-0. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Baumhover in the shotgun. Birds off to his left. Baumhover takes the snap, rolls to his left side. Has all day to throw. Now the pocket collapses. He'll roll towards the sideline. He'll fire downfield, and it's nearly intercepted by Brett LaRue in front of the Western Dubuque bench at the 37-yard line. Intended receiver, I believe, was Bauschka up the far sideline. The ball was underthrown, and LaRue came a few feet away from getting the Oski there. So the second and long passing play has put Western Dubuque in third and to Clayton County. 3 receivers right. Baumhover in the pistol. Birds behind him. Vikes showing blitz. They have a 4-man front. They rush floor. Baumhover pumps once, scrambles to his left. Now will scramble up the middle. He'll go to his left at the 35 and get spun down at the 37-yard line. Andy Sinkink with a nice open field tackle to bring out down Baumhover on a gain of 6. So that's 4 defensive possessions for Decorah. And the district's top defense has held Western Dubuque to just 1 first down. And three and outs to this point. Halfway point, second quarter, 7-0 Decorah. Cooper punting on the night, 3 punts, a 25-yard average. Snap back in good shape. He'll move forward, get the kick away. This one a nice one. It comes down to Hovden at the 20-yard line. Hovden runs to his left, a block from Sinking to the 25, gets the sideline, 30. He's to the 35, and Jake brought down. At the 37-yard line, the tackle credit will go to McCade Bockenstad. The punt went 43 yards. The return goes 17, so the Vikes get it back. 5:39 to play here in quarter number one. Decorah leading by a 7-0 margin. A 31-yard, six-play drive resulting in Drake Schuring's fourth touchdown run of the season on the last drive. Vikes right to left, football on the left hash. Nolan Heffern will be split to the right side. Adam Knight to the near, short, or left side. Eric Severson tight end left. Split backs with Wise and with Hovden. Here is Schuring. Gives to Wise. He'll run off the left side, gets what he can, and gets brought down between the numbers and the hash mark at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Second down upcoming. Pot off the bottom of the pile once again. Give him actually a gain of 3 as he gets to near the 40-yard line, and Wise got those 3 yards on his own. Second down, 8 from the 40-yard line. LaRue right, Heffern left. Split tight end left is Severson. Split backs with Hovden and with Wise. Football on the left hash. Give up the middle of Derek Hovden on a trap play. He'll get hammered down right on the near side hash mark at the 45-yard line. A hard hit by Hofler finished him off. But a gain of 5 yards, so it's third down and 2 upcoming. Decorah 2 of 5 on third downs to this point. 4:40 to play till halftime. A 7-0 lead for Decorah. Third and 2 from the 45. Heffern to the right side. Wing back right is Knight. Tight end left is Severson. Split backs Wise and Hovden. Football on the left or near side hash. 5-man front for Western Dubuque. Here is Schuring. Gives up the middle to Wise, and Wise got knocked back right at the line of scrimmage. Couple of linebackers bring him down, McCade Bockenstadt and Ben Bird, so a 3 and out there from the offense. So against a wind, Jacob Leaps will punt. Leaps having a pretty good season punting the football. Actually, it is going to be Andy Sinking. This will be his first punt of the season. Leaps averaging 37.6. Back deep for Western Dubuque, it is Ryan Yoder and Bryce McAndrew. And I believe Decorah is going to take a timeout. I believe they had 10 men on the field. They did. So we'll take a timeout as well. 3:41 to play till halftime. It is a 7-0 lead for Western Dubuque, or for Decorah on Western Dubuque, and this for Vicks Heating and Plumbing. 7-0 Decorah. Drake Schuring touchdown run with 7:23 left in the second quarter has been the difference to this point for this ball game. Viking defense has been the standout. Only 1 first down given up and 3 and outs of 4 possessions for Western Dubuque. And the Vikes will get the football to start the second half as well. Snap back in good shape to Andy. He'll move forward, get the kick away, and against the wind. This one's a pretty good one. Fair catch is made on the near side by Ryan Yoder. Outside the numbers at the 24-yard line. So that's 31 yards against the wind, and most importantly, no return. 3:34 to play till halftime. A 7-0 lead for Decorah on Western Dubuque. Bobcats move left to right. And the football will be on the left or near side hash mark. Bobcats out of a sideline huddle. They'll send 3 receivers to the near side left. Have an H-back on the left side of the line. Baumhover will be in the shotgun, and Birds will stand behind him. Baumhover bobbles the snap once again. It's the give to Hofler this time. Hofler hit by Garrett Wise as he tried the left side, tried to turn upfield and got denied the line of scrimmage. They may give him back to the 24, but a gain of 0, 2nd and 10 upcoming. This Viking defense, again, the top-ranked defense in the district coming in. has come to play here tonight. 2nd and 10 will be from the 24. Drop it to throw is Baumhover firing over the middle, and the catch is made at the 31. A hard hit by Brett LaRue brings down the receiver Ryan Yoder. Up to the 30-yard line is where they'll spot it. It's a gain of 6, so it's 3rd and 4 for Western Dubuque. They're 0-4 on third down conversions. They have 2 timeouts remaining, or all 3 timeouts remaining. 2:45 to play till halftime. 7-0 Decorah. Baumhover takes the snap, rolls to his right, fires the right side. Catch is made across the 35 and dragged down on the near sideline at the 37. It'll be a first down. Mitch Kramer, the man that brought him down, was Colin Nimrod. Kramer on the reception, Nimrod on the tackle, and it's a gain of 8 yards. First down at 10 for Western Dubuque from the 38, 2:35 to play till halftime. Bobcats right up to the line of scrimmage, 3 receivers left, wing back right. And Baumhover takes the snap, retreats in the pocket, pumps once, hit by Tim Winter, got off that tackle, runs up the center of the field across the 45, and finally finished off. They'll mark him down right at the 45, so Baumhover brought down by leaps after a gain of 7 yards, but Tim Winter would love to have that play back. He had him dead to rights back at about the 35. 2nd and 3 from the 45, 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Baumhover in the gun, takes the snap, gives to Hofler, runs off the left side, tries to bounce it left to a hole, breaks the tackle at the 50, angling left, 45-40, and brought down. Tim Winter finishes him off in front of the Western Dubuque bench after a gain of 17 for Hofler to the 38. So first down and 10 at the 38-yard line, minute 55 to play till halftime. Bobcats trailing 7-0. 2 receivers right, wing back left, single receiver left. Baumhover with the football on the left or far side hash mark. Hofler is the running back. He'll get the call once again off the right side. Tripped up to the 35-yard line. Getting a piece of his ankle was Eric Severson. To bring him down there, it's a gain of 4 down to the 34, call it. 2nd and 6 upcoming. Minute 35 to play till halftime. 7-0 Decorah. 2 receivers right, single receiver off to the left. Baumhover in the gun, Hofler to his left. Baumhover takes the snap, has time. Now will throw the right side, incomplete. Andy Sinkik with some pretty nice coverage on the intended receiver, which I believe was Ben Birds out of the backfield. Correction, it was Mitch Kramer once again. So it's 3rd down and 6 upcoming from the Decorah 34-yard line. Deepest penetration of the football game for Western Dubuque. They trail it 7-0. 3rd and 7 from the 35. 2 receivers right, single receiver off to the left. Baumhover in the gun, Hofler to his left. 4-man front for Decorah, and I believe Western Dubuque will take a timeout, and they will. Timeout, 7-0. Western Dubuque trailing Decorah. Minute 19 to play till halftime. And this for the A&J Petersburg Agency Insurance and Real Estate. Minute 19 to play till halftime. It is a 7-0 lead for Western Dubuque. Or for Decorah on Western Dubuque. Western Dubuque will have the football. 3rd and 6 from the Decorah 34-yard line. The Bobcats 1 of 5 on third down conversions. 2 receivers right, single receiver off to the left. Bauman in the pistol. Hofler to his right. Football on the left hash. Here's the draw play to Birds, rather. Birds looks for a hole, doesn't find one as he tried one off right guard and got covered up at the 34-yard line. Colin Nimrod, Garrett Wise, Chris Hartman all in on the play. A gain of a yard, so it's 4th and 5 for Western Dubuque. In fact, gain of 0, so make it 4th and 6 as they tried the draw play unsuccessfully. And now Western Dubuque will take another timeout. 51.4 to play till halftime. 7-0 Decorah. They got possession at their own 30, or at the Western Dubuque 31-yard line on their first drive of the second quarter. 6 plays later, it was a Drake Schurring touchdown run from 10 yards away. It was his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. It was set up by a nice punt return by Andy Sinkink. That has been the only score of the game to this point. The Viking defense with three and outs of the 5 possessions, and they have only given up 3 first downs to this point. Total offense, Decorah with 90 and Western Dubuque with 80, and the majority of that Western Dubuque offense has come here late in the first quarter. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. Darren Swenson from Epworth, Iowa tonight. Moral support from Jared Schumann, statistician Mary Herman helping us out. Chris Wanless is up covering Winona State in Crookston, Minnesota, which is a heck of a lot closer to Canada than it is to Decorah. So, unfortunately, the KDEC corporate jet wasn't available for him to work tonight. Taking the snap is Bauman. Baumhover hit as he throws over the middle, incomplete. Eric Severson was all over him as he was hitting Baumhover as he was releasing the football, and it's a 4th down turnover. So the Viking defense holds. A little bend but don't break on the final drive of the first half for Decorah. So with 45 seconds left, Decorah with 2 timeouts. They're into a stiff breeze. It's 1st down and 10 at the 34-yard line. And with the Vikings having the football to start the second half, I can't imagine the Vikes getting too crazy here. So, Heffern to the left side, wing back left is Nimrod. Split right is Severson. I formation in the backfield. Scurrying under his center, Carter Zittel, key 5-man front. He'll give to Andy Sinkink, and he is wrestled down as he tried the left side at the 33-yard line. Vikes don't think are going to be in too big of a hurry to get the second play in as they're ready for play set with 30 seconds to go. So the Vikes will have to snap it one more time. End of one quarter in New Hampton. New Hampton leading Southwind 7-0. And Charles City after one quarter leading Crestwood 6-0. So it is a 2nd down, a little more than 10 from the 34-yard line. Give to Garrett Wise off the right side, and somebody moved early. So that'll be the first penalty, I believe, of the game for Decorah. It will be. Western Dubuque has been penalized twice for 23 yards. One nice feature they have down here at Western Dubuque, they do have a referee microphone. So all those folks that want to be educated, on football rules, they can do it as the clock will run with 4 seconds left in the first half, and the Vikes won't even have to snap the football. 7-0 Decorah. Hi, Blake Moen. And we got halftime already here in Epworth. Drake scoring a 10-yard touchdown run with 7:23 to play in the second quarter, and that was the first and only score of the game to this point. We'll be back with our halftime interview with Viking volleyball coach Dale Wilharm after this for Hacker Nelson, Winneshiek Mutual Insurance, and those great folks at Decorah Tire Service.
Wise, where we need to change up where our D-backs are at, give us a better advantage to attack the football. And then the other thing is a couple places where they've got some big yardage on us. Just our fundamental tackling, we're dropping to our knees a little bit too early instead of running our feet.
And offensively, you got that one drive you were able to finish, but probably need a little bit more consistency once again on that end of the ball. What adjustments did you make?
I think the biggest thing, the way they're set up with their 3-4 defense is they do a good job with those linebackers, and we got to continue to work hard to block in the backside, and then we got to get off some combo blocks and get the first guy driven off the ball and then be able to get to that second level. And
tonight, your sophomores lost 26-3 down here at Western Dubuque. Talk about that ball game. Did you take some steps forward, or have you taken some steps forward despite the results the last couple of weeks?
Well, it's, we're learning some things, but it's a slow, steady progress. Still working on a lot on the mental aspect. As you go through high school football, the game gets a little bit more complex, and you got to make sure that you got the finer details down at the younger level, and that's definitely our focus as we learn from these games.
All right, let's add on to the guest side of the scoreboard there, Coach, and keep the home side where it is. What do you say?
Sounds good, Darren. Thank you very much.
And that's Jeff Friedoff here at the halftime break. Decorah leading 7-0, and Decorah will get the football to start the second half. The Vikings, 92 yards of total offense in that first half, and Western Dubuque has been held to 80 and just 13 yards passing. Ben Birds, who's been averaging over 100 yards rushing to this point, has been held to 21 on 7 carries in the first half. And again, one 17 yards gain in the first half, but other than that, it's 18 carries and 50 yards. Granted, you can't take away that 17-yard gain, but outside of that, Decorah giving up less than 3 yards carry to Western Dubuque. So 3 of the 5 possessions for Western Dubuque in the first half have resulted in a 3-and-out. So the defense doing its job, just again needs a little bit more help from the offense. Decorah has had the starting field position advantage in the first half. And Decorah, unfortunately, hasn't resulted in more points. Decorah is averaging, starting at their own 48-yard line as compared to the Western Dubuque 25-yard line. So again, the special teams and the defense, and I put this on the football blog this week, frankly has been doing its job this year. And once you get this offense to come around, and this is about the midway point of the season. Midterm is officially next week against Waverly Shellrock. And once you start getting this offense to come around, the bottom line is you can do some nice things. Halftime in New Hampton, Southwind has taken a 12-7 lead. Waverly Shellrock is leading Independence, second quarter 17-7. And Jordan Perry is going to be kicking off from left to right to restart the ball game here at halftime. Again, Chris Wanless will be back next week. He's up in Crookston, Minnesota, getting ready for Winona State football tomorrow. Jake Hovden and Colin Nimrod back deep for the Vikings. As Perry, one of the top kickoff men in the district, in fact, the top kickoff man in his district, 52-6 an average, and one touchback to this point. Here's the approach and the kick. This one is going to be deep, and Colin Nimrod will catch it 5 yards deep, so a touchback for Perry. That's his second one of the year. 1st and 10, Decorah against the Breeze from the 20-yard line. Decorah has won the last 5 of this series dating back to 2002, the last time Western Dubuque defeated Decorah. So Viking offense, who has 92 yards in the first half, will move on offense from right to left to restart the ball game. Colin Nimrod split to the left near side. Tight end left is Eric Severson. Split right is Heffern. Split backs with Leaps and with Sinking. Scurrying facing a 5-man front. Keeps it on the option. No, he gives it off to Leaps, and Leaps sneaks ahead off left guard for maybe a yard to the 31-yard line. It was Mitch Kramer bringing him down amongst others. 2nd and 9 upcoming for Western Dubuque, or for Decorah from their own 21-yard line. Football towards the left or near side hash mark. Heffern right. Wingback right is Nimrod. Tight end left is Severson. Split backs with Sinkink and with Leaps. Again, a 5-man front for Western Dubuque. Here is the give to Andy Sinkink into a crowd right side. Didn't get much. Brought down near the near side hash mark at the 23-yard line. Off the bottom of the pile for Western Dubuque, Andrew Meyer. So a 3rd down upcoming. The Vikings 2 of 6 on 3rd downs to this point. They have not had a 3-and-out offensively to this point. 1 minute into the second half, it's a 7-0 lead for Decorah. Heffern and Nimrod to the right side. Tight end left is Severson. Split backs with Leaps and with Sinking. 5-man front for Western Dubuque. Scurrying under center, takes the snap from Carter Zidlicki, rolls out to his right side. Got by 1 man in the backfield. Fights ahead and gets covered up on the far side hash at the 21-yard line. And Hofler, the man who ran him down for a loss of 3 in the first 3-and-out for the Viking offense right there. So against the wind, Andy Sinkink will punt. His only punt of the first half was against the wind, and it was 31 yards. Carter Zidlicki is the long snapper in this situation. Ryan Yoder and Bryce McAndrew back deep for Western Dubuque. Snap back in good shape. He'll move forward, gets the kick away. Taken on a hop by McAndrew at the 50, runs to his left at the 45-yard line, and they're going to rule a flag is down. I think what it's going to happen is it's going to be an invalid fair catch signal. I think what happened was Yoder was waving everybody off, and he did the signal over his head, and that was a fair catch signal. He caught the ball at the 50 and picked it up. He did give the fair catch signal, and that will give Western Dubuque a penalty at the 50-yard line. We'll see what the officials say here.
Now we have a dead ball. Delay of game.
And what it's going to be is a delay of game. Yep. That is the correct call, because once you call for a fair catch, receive possession, whether it bounces or not is immaterial in that situation. Once you call for the fair catch, receive possession, and then move ahead like that, that is a delay of game penalty. Great work by the officiating crew in being right on top of that right there. Third penalty for 28 yards for Western Dubuque. They'll start in their own territory at the 45-yard line. Football in the center of the field. They move left to right. Dylan McLean, wing back on the right side. 3 receivers set. 2 left, 1 right. Baumhover will be in the pistol formation. I believe it is Birds behind him, and Decorah will have a 4-man defensive line. Baumhover takes the snap, gives to Birds left side, finds a hole off left tackle, moves ahead to the 49-yard line, brought down between the numbers and the hash mark on the left side by Hubden and Wise after a gain of 4. Birds with 8 carries and 25 yards thus far. He's averaging 100 a game to this point. 2nd and 6 from the Western Dubuque 49. 3 receivers set, 2 right, 1 left. McLean wing back left. Baumhover takes the snap, gives to Birds. Stretch play left side, turns up the far side numbers, gets to the 45-yard line, and brought down right there. It'll be a close to a first down, and it appears he has it. Chris Hartman among the defenders for Decorah. So Birds able to get 7 on the previous play. A good team stretch play to the left or far side. First down and 10 from the Decorah 44. 7-0 Decorah. 9:25 to play in the third. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Taking the snap is Baumhover. He'll give to Hofler left side. Breaks a couple of tackles. Lunges free. He's inside the 35 and brought down at the 31-yard line. Shoddy tackling for Decorah that time as Hofler was able to break about 3 tackles, brought down on the far side numbers by Garrett Wise. He got 12, and it's a first down and 10 for Western Dubuque. From the Decorah 32, Baumhover takes the snap, gives to Hofler. This time he breaks a tackle in the backfield, moves ahead off left tackle, and gets brought down on the far side, hash marked by Hubden. Hofler able to get 2 down to the 30-yard line. But again, Decorah had him in the backfield but couldn't make the play. 8:50 to play in the third. 7-0 Decorah. 2nd and 8 for Western Dubuque from the Decorah 30-yard line, and an official's timeout is going to be called. Football on the left or near side hash mark. Time back in, or left or far side hash mark, I should say. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Baumhover in the pistol. Birds behind him. Baumhover off play action, has time. Throwing to the post. Incomplete. He had his man Kramer sitting in the Decorah zone. Kramer couldn't hang on to the ball. Leaps, Wise, and Sinkink all there for Decorah. An incomplete pass will make it 3rd and 8 for Western Dubuque from their own 30-yard line. The Bobcats have gone for it twice on 4th down tonight, so this is probably 2-down territory. 2 receivers left, single receiver right, wing back right, and Birds is the setback. Birds gets the handoff off the right side. No, Baumhover keeps it off the left side. Far sideline, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Baumhover kept it on the option up the left side and gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. And Western Dubuque within a point of tying this thing up with 8:22 to play in the third quarter. The kicker, Jordan Perry, is 5 for 6 on the PATs this year. The holder will be Josh Lubeck. High snap, gloved by Lubeck. Kick up, kick good. 7-7 ball game, 8:22 to play here in the third. Let's take a break for Ace Hardware. 55 yards, 6 plays, 1:45 off the clock. Nolan Baumhover, the quarterback, with a 30-yard touchdown run to finish the drive. We have 8:22 left here in the third quarter. Decorah and Western Dubuque now tied at 7. That was after the Vikings got the football. To start the second half, and we're 3 and out on their first offensive possession. 8:22 to play here in the third. 7-7 ball game. Decorah and Western Dubuque in the non-district crossover game here tonight. Darren Swenson from Epworth, Chris Wanless up in Crookston covering Winona State. Jordan Perry's kick is deep, and this one isn't going to be playable either as it lands at the base of the goalpost. So Decorah will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. And they will move right to left here in the third quarter. Decorah into the wind here in this quarter. But their one touchdown has been into the wind as well. So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Heffern to the right side. Colin Nimrod, wing back right. I formation with Wise and Hovden. Severson, the tight end, left. 5-man front for Western Dubuque. Give to Jake. Plowing ahead off the left side. Tries to cut it back to the right. Nothing there. He gets covered up near the 21-yard line in the center of the field by Luke Potoff. A gain of a yard. Hovden has been out since the North Fayette Valley game to open the season. Good to see 33 back in there tonight. Good to see Colin Nimrod back in there. Aaron Severson out with a knee injury that occurred in practice this week, but hopefully he can be back before too long. With all the guys coming back, probably the team MVP tonight is Kelly Ruckert. 2nd and 9 from the Decorah 21-yard line.
Drake made it back.
And Drake Schuring made it back as well. 5-man front for Western Dubuque. Here is the give up the middle to Garrett Wise. Powers off right side, gets across the 25 and dragged out at the 27-yard line. Wise able to get 6 on the play. Shane Boschka from his safety position finished him off. And a 3rd and 3 for Decorah, who is 2 of 7 on third down conversions. 7-7 game, 7:19 to play here in the third. Carter Zidlicki over the football as it sits in the center of the field. Heffern to the right side. Wing back right is Nimrod. Tight end left is Severson. Split backs with Wise and Hovden. A 5-man front for Western Dubuque. Scoring pitch goes to Wise left side, looking to turn upfield. He's across the 30, gets the first down as he is dragged down on the far side or near side numbers by Brandon Hogan. There is a flag that came from the umpire. Normally when it comes that late, I believe this will be a chop block. A 6-yard gain should it stand. And the umpire and the referee are discussing things. And they're going to wave off the flag. You know what? That's a good job of working together. I think the umpire might have seen a guy go low and a guy up high get engaged with another player. That is a chop block. But the explanation, I think, is going to be that the guy wasn't engaged, perhaps, up high. But a good job of teamwork that time. Just because you throw a flag doesn't mean another guy who saw it better can't wave it off. These guys are working well tonight. 1st down and 10, 33-yard line. 7-7 game, halfway point, third quarter. Schuring takes the snap, drops back to throw. He's under pressure and sacked. Hofler came out of nowhere to bring him down at the 25-yard line. It looked like it was perhaps a delayed blitz. And in fact, they're going to mark him all the way back to the 23, a loss of 10. Tell you what, first down passing has been a little bit of an adventure this year for Decorah. Way too many negative plays in those situations. 6 minutes to play in the third. We're tied at 7. 2nd and 20 from the Decorah 23. Heffern to the left side, Severson to the right. Split backs with Sinkink and with Wise. Wing back left is Nimrod. Football on the left hash. Give to Garrett Wise up the middle, and Hofler brings him down right at the 25-yard line. So a gain of 2 on the previous play. He was brought down on the left hash mark. So 3rd and a cascade for Decorah. Vikes converted a 3rd down a few moments ago. They're 3 of 8 in said category tonight. And throwing into the wind is going to be a little bit of a headache in this situation, I would be sure. Heffern left, wing left is Nimrod, tight end right is Severson, I formation with Jake and Wise. Draw play, Jake Hubden, right side, runs up the middle into the 30. He gets to the 35. He lowers the shoulder and gets dragged down. On the near side numbers at the 37-yard line. Nice play call there. McAndrew finished him off after a gain of 12 yards, so the Vikes with a bit more breathing room to kick the football as Andy Sinkink has been doing the kicking tonight. He has 2 punts and a 30-yard average, and both punts have been against the wind. Yoder and McAndrew back deep for Western Dubuque. 7-7 game, 4:45 to play in the third. Snap back in good shape. He moves forward. He gets the kick away. Nice kick. Fair catch called for by McAndrew. He makes it on the Decorah near sideline at the 37-yard line. So that's a 26-yard punt, but against the stiff breeze, that's about as good as you can do. Nice directional kick by Andy that time. So first down and 10 at the Western Dubuque 37. We are tied at 7 with 4:35 to play here in the third quarter. 2 receivers left. A single receiver off to the right. Brandon Hogan. Baumhover will be in the gun. Wing back on the right side is Luke Potoff. To the right of Baumhover is Hofler. He'll get the handoff off the left side, exploits a hole across the 45 to the 50, covered up inside Decorah territory in the center of the field at the 49. A gain of 14 for Hofler. And Western Dubuque, who had a good drive to end the first half, even though it didn't result in points, starting to gain some consistency on that side of the ball. First and 10, 49-yard line. Baumhover takes the snap, gives to Hofler. Same play left side. He bounces that out a hole left and gets brought down on the left hash mark on a solo stop by Chris Hartman, who fought off his block well and brought down Hofler after a gain of 3 to the 46. Second and 7 it'll be from that point. 4 minutes to play in the third. We're tied at 7. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Wing back left and Hofler to the right, or Birds to the right of Baumhover. Birds gets a handoff left side, exploits a hole and gets dragged down by Brett LaRue. He'll go out of bounds on the far left or Western Dubuque sideline at the 39-yard line, and a Viking player down, a little slow in getting up, and that was Brett LaRue, who ended up making the tackle. Dr. Dave and Kelly Ruckert out to assess the situation. Birds able to get 7 on the previous play. And Nolan Heffern will come to the lineup to replace Brett LaRue. It'll be 3rd and inches from the Decorah 39 with 3:52 in to play here in the third. As LaRue getting attended to by trainer Kelly Ruckert, they actually will bring in the sticks. I trust the down box. He says it's 3rd down. We'll see if he has the keen eyes of Mark Elvers. Stretch, and it will be a first down, as Western Dubuque will move the sticks. First down and 10 at the 39-yard line. 3:52 to play here in the third. Western Dubuque with the momentum. They've scored a touchdown here in the second half. Both touchdowns tonight have been rushing touchdowns by the quarterback. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. 2 receivers left, single receiver right, football left hash. Wing back right is Podorf. Baumhover will be in the gun. Birds will be behind him and to his right. Baumhover takes the snap, gives to Birds, runs up the middle, off left guard, gets dragged down inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Birds able to get 6 on that play. Western Dubuque making some money on that left side of the line behind Royce Demmer and Zach Funk. Second and 4 from the 33. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Podorf wing back right side. Baumhover takes, gives to Hofler this time. He spins up the middle, takes a hard hit and gets brought down on the left hash. Finishing him off that time was Jake Hubden. Marshall Johnson also in on the stop at the 30. It's a gain of 3 to set up a 3rd down and 1. Bobcats have converted their lone 3rd down attempt here in this half. 3rd and 1 from the 33 minutes to play here in the third. 7-7 the score. Baumhover takes the snap, gives to Hofler left side. 1st down and more. He's inside the 25. Flag down from behind as he is brought down at the 25-yard line. Heffern, the man that brought him down, but the official, I believe, is going to pull this one back. It's going to be a hold on Western Dubuque. It'll be their 4th penalty of the night. Flag occurred at the 30, which is right at the line of scrimmage, which will put the football back to the 40-yard line. So it'll be a 3rd and 11 instead of a 3rd and 1. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage is Western Dubuque. 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Podorf in motion left to right from a wingback position. Baumhover throwing the right side off the fingertips of Bauschka, incomplete. Baumhover rolled to his right, had a little bit of time. Bauschka was open on the sideline at the 30 beneath the coverage of Zach Lee in the zone, but it's an incomplete pass on a 4th down upcoming for Western Dubuque. Western Dubuque 1 of 2 on 4th downs. Football left or far side hash mark. Bauschka to the left side, 2 receivers to the near side right. Potoff, wing back left. Baumhover in the pistol, and Birds behind him, and Justin Penner, the coach for Western Dubuque, calls a timeout. 2:36 to play in the third. We're tied at 7. We'll take a break for the good folks at Decorah Tire Service. Western Dubuque takes a timeout, a 4th and 11 from their own 40-yard line. They had converted a 1st down on a 3rd and 1, but it got called back via a holding penalty. 4 penalties, 38 yards for the Bobcats tonight, only 1 for 5 for Decorah. It's been a defensive struggle with the Bobcats at the 169 yards and Decorah with 110. And now Baumhover is in punt formation, or correction, this is Meyer in punt, or Birds in punt formation. Birds will kick it to the near side. It bounces at the 5 and goes through the end zone for a touchback. A punt of 40 yards and no return. So instead of going for it, Coach Penner has a different idea, and it'll be a punt and a 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line for Western Dubuque, or for Decorah. Moving right to left in a 7-7 game, 2:30 to play here in the third. Nolan Heffern to the right side, everybody else in tight. Leaps and sinking the backfield tandem. Colin Nimrod, wing back right, tight end left is Severson. Here is the give off the right side to Andy Sinking, just plowed ahead off the right side and got to near the 25-yard line. Luke Potoff, the man that brought him down. That's one of the more positive plays for Decorah here in the half. They've had 2 6-yard gains and a 12-yard gain, but that's the best 1st down play Decorah has had here in the second half. They've had plays of 1, 1, and -10 on 1st down to that point. 2nd and 5 from the 25. 7-7 game, 2 minutes to play here in the third. Split backs, receivers left and right. Here is the give off left guard to Sinkink, and Andy gets dragged back from near the 28-yard line. The football came loose, but not before his progress was stopped for about a year and a half. Podorf leading the defensive charge once again for Western Dubuque, and it's 3rd down and 2. Vikes have struggled on 3rd downs, just 3 of 9 tonight. Defensively, they've been pretty good. 2 of 8, receivers left and right. 3rd and 2 from the 28. Split backs to the backfield, pro set offense. Tight end left is Severson. Skuring gave it late on a option play to Leaps, and Leaps lunges ahead and maybe gets the 1st down. I think he does. He gets across the 30 to the 30 and a few inches yard line. Ben Birds led to the defensive charge for Western Dubuque, so a play that looked a little discombobulated to start, as Skuring appeared to hand that ball late off the option read. But Leap's able to fall forward enough to move the sticks. 7-7 game here in the third. And it's 1st and 10 from the Decorah 30-yard line. To the right side is LaRue. Wing back right is Nimrod. Tight end left Severson. Split back Sinkink and Leaps. And here's a flag. Flies. And the play blown dead with 43 seconds left here in the third. And it's an illegal procedure against Decorah. Another negative play on first down right there. So it's 1st down and 15. Decorah penalized for the second time tonight. For 10 yards compared to 4 for 38 for Western Dubuque. 1st and 15, 25, center of the field. LaRue right side, wing back right is Nimrod. Split backs, Leaps and Sinkink. Tight end left is Severson. Skuring keeps it on the option left side, and he got dragged down right near the 25-yard line, and Drake gets 0 on the play. McCade Backenstad led the defensive charge right there. So it appears that will be the end of the third quarter of play. 3 quarters done. Haven't decided a thing yet. We're tied at 7, and let's take a break for Paul Hudson, your State Farm insurance agent, and for Hacker Nelson CPAs and business consultants. 3 quarters done. Decorah with 120 yards of total offense. Not a lot in that third quarter. Western Dubuque with 169. Western Dubuque out rushing Decorah 156-114. Out passing Decorah 13-6. Vikes will have the wind here in the fourth quarter. It'll be a 2nd down and 15. Vikes will operate from left to right, north to south here at Epworth. And it'll be a 2nd down and 16. To the left side is Heffern. Wing left is Nimrod. Tight end to the right side is Severson. Split backs, Leaps, and Sinkink. Giving a wing back sweep to Nimrod, looking for a hole. There's just not one there as he's dragged down on the near side numbers at the 26-yard line. Good lateral pursuit by the Western Dubuque defense. Josh Lubeck first to the football. Gain of 1. 3rd and 14 for Decorah. Vikes have converted 4 of 10 on 3rd downs. They do have the wind here in the fourth quarter. To the left side, Nimrod. To the right side is Heffern. Split backs, Leaps and Sinkink. Tight end right side on a wing is Eric Severson. 5-man front for Western Dubuque. Dropping a throw. Skuring throws the left side catch made by Nimrod to the 35. He's to the 40. Fights ahead and gets dragged down in front of the Western Dubuque bench at the 39-yard line. Brandon Hogan, the man that brought him down, I think he's just shy of a 1st down. Nimrod made a pretty good effort, but Brandon Hogan, the man that prevented him from going any further as Nimrod got 13 and needed 14. So 4th and a yard will be Andy Sinkink to punt for the 4th time. This one, the first one with the wind. 28-7 has been his average to this point. Ryan Yoder and Bryce McAndrew back deep, and Andy's kick is a beauty. To the sideline as well. It bounces at the 10. Taken by McAndrew. Far side numbers at the 7. He's to the 10 to the 15 and gets covered up near the 16-yard line. A punt of 54 yards down on special teams. Nolan Heffern, Tim Winter, and Josh Marshall Johnson. A return of 9 after the 54-yard punt, and a pretty good flip of the field position that time from Andy Sinkink. So Western Dubuque will start at their own 16-yard line. 1st down, 10:29 to play. Right hash, right to left, and we are tied at 7. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Baumhover will be in the shotgun. Hofler will stand to his left. Potoff, the wing back on the right side of the line. Baumhover takes. Give is to Birds this time. Has a hole off the right side. Exploits it. He's to the 30, to the 35, 40, far sideline to the 50, being chased by Hubden. Hubden hits him at the 40-yard line and drags him down in front of the Western Dubuque bench at the 35-yard line. So the flip of the field position taken back with one big run from Ben Birds. Birds that time with a run of 49 yards. 1st down and 10 to the Viking 35. Tie game, 10:13 to play. Here's the give to Hofler this time. Runs off the right side and gets dragged down on the far side numbers at the 41-yard line. Jake Hubden, Eric Severson in on the stop. Hofler able to get 4 on the previous play. Second down upcoming. 2nd and 6 from the Decorah 31. 7-7 game inside of 10 minutes to play. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Baumhover in the gun, takes the snap, gives to Birds, runs the right side, tripped up, and down he goes. Adam Knight got him with an ankle tackle, finished off by a hard hit on the play by Jake Hubden. On the far side, numbers at the 31. So gain of 0 on the previous play, and a 3rd and 6 upcoming for Western Dubuque, but this, you can bet, is 4-down territory. Western Dubuque 2 of 8 on 3rd downs. Taking the snap, Hofler gives to Birds once again into a crowd. Left side, stood up, knocked back. Ran into the wall, which is Garrett Wise, and Wise got a lot of help. They never actually did bring him down, but knocked him back from the 30-yard line. Garrett Wise was first to the football, and off the bottom of the pile for Decorah, Chris Hartman, as well as Corey Anderson. Gain of a yard on the previous play, 4th and 5 for Western Dubuque. We're tied at 7 with 8:55 to play. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Baumhover takes the snap, swings it out right side. Catch is made by Hofler up the far side, and he is knocked out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And I believe he will be shy of a 1st down. And by the spot of the football, or so it appears, it will be shy of a 1st down. And they're going to point Decorah's direction. A great play out there on the flank. I believe it was one of the linebackers or Hubden that came up and made it. Colin Nimrod might have been there as well, but the swing pass to Hofler did not work. He got 5, he needed 6. Decorah gets the football back with 8:45 to play in a 7-7 ball game. Left hash, 26-yard line. Vikings left to right, Breeze at their back. Heffern to the left side. Wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right is Severson. I formation, Hubden and Wise. Scurrying under his center, Carter Zidlicki takes the snap, gives to Jake right side. Exploits a hole across the 30. Carries a tackler across the 35. Finished off on the near side hash by Shane Boschka at the 38-yard line. Hubden with a gain of 12 yards and a 1st down. Jake on the night, 6 carries, 35 yards. Good to have 3-3 back in the lineup. From a Decorah perspective, that's for sure. 1st and 10, 38-yard line, right hash. LaRue left, wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right, Severson, I with Hubden and with Wise. Here's the give to Wise, no keeper. Scurrying spins off a defender and gets ahead to the 40-yard line, brought down on the near side hash. As they try the right side with the option, he was finished off by McAndrew. It's a gain of 2 yards. 8 minutes to play. We're tied at 7. 2nd and 8 from the 44. Or from the 40, I should say. Heffern to the near right side. Ball on the right hash. Wing back right is Nimrod. Tight end left, Severson. I formation with Hubden and Wise. Scurrying under center, 5-man front for Western Dubuque. Give to Hubden right side. He moves ahead to the 45-yard line. Brought down between the numbers and the hash mark by Andrew Meyer. A gain of 5 for Jake Hubden to set up a 3rd and 3. Tied at 7, 7:30 to play in the game. Competitive matchup here in the non-district crossover game in Epworth here tonight. 3rd and 3 from the 45. LaRue left, wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right, Severson. I with Hubden and with Wise. 5-man front for Western Dubuque. Scurrying takes the snap off play action, has time. Throws the left side going for LaRue, and the ball wasn't accurate. It's off the mark, incomplete. It's 4th down. LaRue had the coverage on the far side of Bryce McAndrew. LaRue was running a flag to the corner, and the ball was just off the mark. It's 4th down. And Andy Sinkink, who had his best punt the last time, he has 4 punts and a 35-3 average on the season. Or on the, well, since this is his only punting, it is on the season as Andy boots this one deep. Comes down at the 1-yard line and goes through the end zone for a touchback. So a 55-yard punt, but a net of 35, 6:57 to play. Western Dubuque gets it back in a 7-7 game. Vikes got their score on a Drake Scurrying 10-yard touchdown run in the 2nd quarter. A Nolan Baumhover 30-yard touchdown run in the 3rd quarter. has been the only Western Dubuque score of the night. Vikes up front with Headington, Anderson, Severson, and Hartman. Leaps and Wise at the linebacker with Adam Knight. Colin Nimrod, Jay Covden, Andy Sinkink, and Brett LaRue in the secondary. 1st and 10 from the 20. Moving an offense from right to left. Baumhover takes, gives to Birds, plows ahead off the right side, and gets dragged down near the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 on the previous play, finished off on the play by Adam Knight. 2nd down, 6 upcoming, 6:39 to play in the game. We are tied at 7. 2nd and 6 from the 24. Taking the snap is Baumhover. Keeps it on the option, breaks the tackle of Hartman, runs to the left side, and gets finished off. Garrett was, and Jay Covden say no further, back at the 23-yard line as he was brought down between the numbers and the half marks. Baumhover chose to keep it and ends up losing a yard to set up a 3rd down and 7 for Western Dubuque. 2 of 9 on 3rd down conversions, 2 receivers right, single receiver left, ball on the left near hash. Hofler, the wing back on the left side. Baumhover in the pistol, Hofler behind him. Baumhover option right side, slips a defender, runs to the 25 and gets dragged down right there. Finished off on the play. Jay Covden on secondary run support. Finishes him off after a gain of 3 yards and a 4th down upcoming. Western Dubuque brings the punt unit on. This is a knockdown, drag-em-out fight, ladies and gentlemen. 5:29 to play. 7-7. This is good old-fashioned, old-school Northeast Iowa football tonight. Here is Perry, moves forward, gets the kick away. The wind knocks down the kick as it bounces at the 48 and gets covered up at the 50-yard line. So a 24-yard punt, no return. Vikes will start at the 50. 3rd best field position start of the night for Decorah. 5:12 to play. We are tied at 7. In fact, it'll be in Western Dubuque territory at the 49. So this is the 3rd plus territory start for Decorah. Decorah has started 6 times in their opponent territory this season. 5 times they have scored. The only miss was tonight. 5:12 left, 7-7 game. Split left, wing left, I formation. Sinkink and leaps. Tight end right side is Severson. Give is to Sinkink. Plowing ahead off the right side. Runs to the 45-yard line. Gets knocked back from there. First to the football was Hofler. 2nd down upcoming. Second and 6 from the Western Dubuque 45. 4:50 to play. 7-7 the score. Football towards the left or far side hash mark. Covden and leaps in an I formation. Split to the left side is LaRue. Wing left, Nimrod. Tight end right is Severson. 5-man front for Western Dubuque. Schering takes the snap, gives to Hubden. Looks for a hole off the right side, exploits one. He gets down to the 40-yard line and dragged down. On the near side hash mark, Hubden able to get 6 to set up a 3rd down in inches. In fact, they may think about measuring. In fact, they will measure. He was finished off on the play by Josh Lubeck. After a gain of 6 yards, our statistician Mary Herman is saying 1st down. Our spotter Jared Schumann is saying 1st down. I'll let the officials take care of this one. I was 1 for 1 tonight, so I retired. 4:18 to play. And it is actually just a little bit short of a 1st down. So it'll be 3rd down in inches. The ball is just outside the 39-yard line. The Vikings need to get it to about the 38.5 to get the 1st down. 4:18 left, 7-7 score. Decorah does have the wind at their back. Football will be on the right or near side hash mark. The clock will run with 4:17 left. Heffern to the left side, near side right is Nimrod. Eric Severson, the tight end, right side of the line. Split backs, Hubden and leaps. Under center is Drake Schering. He'll take the snap. He'll give to Leaps 1st down and more off right tackle. He'll get knocked back from the 37. Shane Bauschka at the top of the pile for Western Dubuque. Bottom of the pile, Mitch Kramer. They'll give him the 37. Leaps able to get 2. In fact, they'll give him the 36. First down and 10 from that point. We're inside of 4 minutes to play. 7-7 ball game. Got another one that will cure your hiccups tonight in Epworth. First and 10, 36-yard line. Wing right, split right, tight end left. Here's screwing off, play action, has time. Fires deep down the left side, going for Eric Severson, incomplete. He was absolutely lonesome up the far side near the 10-yard line. It was a great play fake. The safety bit big time. The ball was there, and Seavey kind of cut off his route. Great look. Now you regroup. Second and 10 from the 36. To the right side is Heffern. Wing right is Colin Nimrod. Tight end left, Eric Severson. Split backs with Leaps and with Hovden. Football on the right near Hashmark. Scurring takes, gives to Hovden. Plows ahead off the right side. Moves to the 31-yard line. Brought down at the 31 on the near side, Hashmark. It was Bach instead, the man that brought him down. A gain of 5. 3:19 left. We're tied at 7. 3rd and 5 it'll be for Decorah. They converted a third down a moment ago. They're 5 of 13 on third downs tonight. 3 minutes left, 7-7 ball game. To the right side, LaRue. Wing right is Nimrod. Tight end left, Severson. Split backs, Leaps, and Hovden. Here's the give to Jake. Trap play right side. He'll move to the 28-yard line. Brought down between the numbers and the hash mark on the near side. The tackle credit will go to Luke Potoff. A gain of 3 and a 4th down upcoming with 2:43 left. Fourth and 2 as Nolan Heffern brings in the play. Football on the right hash. Heffern to the left side. Wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right is Severson. Split backs with Hovden and with Leaps. 5-man front for Western Dubuque. Scurrying with a long count at the line, takes the snap, looks to sneak it behind the blocking of Carter Zidlicki, and he got dragged down just inside the 26 to the 25-yard line. It'll depend on the spot of the football. Decorah was 1 for 2 on 4th downs going in. The down box guy on the near side has put up first down. Well, it's going to be a first down either way. And now comes the measurement. 2:09 to play. We are tied at 7. The chains will come in from the near side. The football is just outside the hash mark on the near side. The officials will set the chains. The umpire will stretch the chains, and it's a first down for Decorah. Just outside the 25-yard line. The quarterback sneak was good enough. Scurrying took the snap, tapped Carter Zidlicki on the backside and said, "Get me there, big boy," and he did. First down and 10, 25-yard line, 2:09 to play. We're tied at 7. Nimrod left, LaRue right. Wing right is Severson. Split backs, Hovden and Leaps. Football right or near side hash. Dropping a throw is Scurrying. Scurrying throws the left side, going for Nimrod. Incomplete. And a flag is thrown late. Brandon Hogan had the coverage on Colin Nimrod. Justin Penner in disbelief. The back judge threw that after that ball was on the ground, and Justin Penner needs a 15-yard penalty right now. He is out at the numbers screaming at the official. He needs a 15-yard penalty right now. It's going to be pass interference, and it'll be a half the distance penalty, and Decorah will have first down and 10 at the 12-yard line. And I think Penner just got an extra 6 yards added onto that. You know what? You can disagree with the call, and you might have been justified disagreeing with the call. That's unacceptable. Unsportsmanlike conduct called on the Western Dubuque bench. You know what? I got to tell you, this, and that'll put the football all the way down to the 6-yard line. It was 1st and 10 at the 25, half the distance. Put the ball at the 12-yard line on the pass interference penalty. It was another half the distance situation on the flag to the Western Dubuque bench. The referee and the back judge are discussing things with Justin Penner on the far side. You know what? Sometimes calls don't go your way, but when you got a head coach screaming at you at the numbers, you deserve that flag. And I've said it time and time again tonight, this is one of the better varsity crews I've seen in quite some time. Hats off to these guys. We got their names? Did we get their names? We did not. But you know what? Anonymous 5.
It's Joe Schmalz.
You're doing a heck of a job. 1st and goal at the 6. To the left side, Heffern. We got 1:50 to play, and we're tied at 7. Wing left, Nimrod. Tight end right is Severson. I formation in the backfield. Give to Jake, right side. Breaks a tackle inside the 5 and gets covered up. They're going to mark him right at the 5, the center of the field. Western Dubuque will take a timeout with 1:40 to play. So, a gain of a yard on the previous play. 2nd down upcoming. The Vikes, worst case scenario, you are well within the range of Andy Sinkink field goal wise. Best case scenario, you put 7 on the board, and if you waste another minute doing so, so be it. 7-7 game, 100 seconds to play in this one. Again, with the group you got this year, you just got to be close in the 4th quarter and find ways to win. Can these guys do it for the 2nd consecutive week? They have held Western Dubuque to 223 yards. They only have 177 yards themselves. But the wind has been a factor here in the quarter. Decorah has started with good field position. This drive started with 5:12 left at the Western Dubuque 49-yard line. And 11, this will be play number 11 of the drive. 100 seconds left. We are tied at 7. 2nd and goal at the 5. Football in the center of the field to the north end zone to our right. LaRue left. Wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right is Severson. Split backs, Leaps, and Hovden. Scurrying under his center, gives to Leaps left side, plowing off the left side, lunging towards the goal line. He gets denied just outside the goal line. He was tripped up to the 1. I tell you what, run your normal offense there and keep taking time off the clock. Hang on to the football and give Western Dubuque as little time as possible. Not a bad strategy here. It'll be 3rd and goal at the 1. Vikes 5 of 14 on 3rd downs. Heffern left. Wing left is Nimrod. Tight end right is Severson. Split backs, Leaps, and with Hovden. Scurrying under his center, Carter Zidlicki takes the snap, gives to Leaps right side. He's in! Touchdown! Got a good lead block from Chris Hartman, and with 58 seconds left, Decorah goes up 13-7. Jacob Leaps with his first touchdown of the season, and it couldn't have came at a better time. 12 plays, 51 yards, taking 4:14 off the clock, and Andy Sinkink will attempt the PAT. These have been a little bit of an adventure this year. He's only 2 of 4. Dostal snaps it back to Stephan, who puts it down, and Andy missed it. He missed it again.
I think it was touched at the line of scrimmage.
It might have been touched a little bit at the line of scrimmage, and 58 seconds left, and the lead is 6 for Decorah. Western Dubuque is against a pretty stiff breeze here. Decorah leads it by a 13-7 margin. What a drive. 51 yards, 12 plays. Very methodical drive for Decorah. Jacob Leaps with the 1-yard touchdown run to close it out. The big plays on the drive. A pass interference and an unsportsmanlike on the Western Dubuque sideline. Other than that, there was not a play longer than 6 yards on that drive. So 58 seconds to go. Are we having fun yet, ladies and gentlemen? Andy Sinkic will kick off from left to right. Here's the approach and the kick. This one is shorter. Coming down to McAndrew, near side. Numbers at the 6, running to his right to the 15. He's to the 20. Got by man 25. He's to the 30, far sideline. And brought down in the vicinity of the 40-yard line. And there's a Decorah player down right at the 40-yard line on the opposite side of the field. A nice return by McAndrew there of 35 yards to give Western Dubuque good field position with 48 seconds to play. So the special teams, which has been good tonight, has not stepped up in the normal time. So we have 48 seconds left. Western Dubuque with 3 timeouts remaining. And it was the injured player was Cyrek Nelson. And Western Dubuque has a first down and 10 at the 41-yard line. 2 receivers left, single receiver right, wing back on the right side. Western Dubuque right to left. Birds will stand behind Baumhover, who takes the snap, who drops back to throw. He has plenty of time. Now the pocket collapses. He'll throw the right side, and he threw it incomplete, throwing it too tall for Mitch Kramer. Covered well by Andy Sinkic. Good job by the Decorah secondary. Second down upcoming. 42 seconds left. A 2nd and 10 for Western Dubuque. Trailing 13-7. Taking the snap, Baumhover gives to Birds, runs the right side. He gets to the 45, gets to the 47, and gets submarined out of bounds. At the 48-yard line, the guy who took him to the sideline was Colin Nimrod. 3rd down upcoming. Third and 2, 38 seconds left. Clock stopped. Two receivers left, single receiver right. Here's the give to Hofler. First down and more, tripped up, and he stays in bounds. But he does get the first down at the 47-yard line on a gain of 5, 34.5 seconds to play. 34.5 left. 13-7. And a Decorah timeout upcoming. And let's take a timeout as well for Wicks Construction. 34.5 left. Western Dubuque will have a first down and 10 inside Decorah territory at the 47-yard line, trailing 13-7. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Baumhover in the gun, and Hofler will stand behind him. Vikes showing blitz and have a 4-man front. They rush 5. They drop back to throw. Does Baumhover. Baumhover with time, throwing down the middle of the field. Knocked around and nearly intercepted. He threw it into a Viking card party at the 20-yard line. And Brett LaRue and Nolan Heffern both going after the football. Ran into one another, and it is 3rd down upcoming. Or 2nd down upcoming from the 47. 27 seconds left. 13-7. Western Dubuque trailing Decorah. 2 receivers right. And now 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Football on the right hash. Baumhover takes a low snap, drops back to throw. He has time. Being rushed, he'll roll to his right side. He'll turn upfield and he'll slide out of bounds. The slide began at the 47. So no gain on the previous play. It'll be a 3rd down, 10 upcoming for Western Dubuque. 21.1 to play. 13-7 Decorah. Jacob Leaps with a touchdown with 58 seconds to play. Western Dubuque with 1 first down on the drive after a big kickoff return. 3 receivers to the left side, single receiver off to the right. Birds will stand to the right of Baumhover in the shotgun, who takes the snap, drops back, throws the right side, leaping attempt, incomplete. Birds was open on the far side. The ball was a touch too high. Garrett Wise had the coverage at the 35. 4th and ball game coming up for Western Dubuque. 16.5 left. Decorah 13, Western Dubuque 7. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Baumhover in the gun, Birds behind him. Baumhover takes the snap, dropping back to throw. Baumhover throwing deep down the left side. No, it's incomplete. Mitch Kramer had it in his hands and dropped it while falling down at the 16-yard line. Boy, you're happy for the result, but you got to be honest, Vikes were very serendipitous there. Kramer was very open, and he didn't hang on to the ball. So a 4th down turnover with 9 seconds left. A kneel down coming, and the Vikes will go to 3-1. Unbelievable. Skirring will go down to 1 knee, and that's that. Another hard-fought Decorah Viking victory here in Epworth tonight. The Vikings defeat Western Dubuque 13-7. Back to cap it after this.